This is to certify that Movie Chats has been classified for live streaming.
Hey, bud.
Good evening, all. Hope you are well, and thank you for joining us on another weekly live stream from Movie Chats at a -4 degrees outside. So I hope you're all keeping nice and warm, and hopefully we'll keep you entertained this evening. Stevie, how are you, my friend?
I'm okay, mate. I was been in a bit of a rush then, but we got there in the end. But yeah, I'm okay.
You had all of 3 seconds to join me before we
all
went
I
live.
needed.
That's all you
Saves
needed.
me having to make small talk beforehand, doesn't it?
Well, no one asks you to come on. You just keep coming back like a rubber band. Yeah, how was your week?
Yeah, not too bad. I had a works meal on Monday, was it? Monday I went out for a works meal in Lincoln. Took the opportunity to do a bit more pickups, so that was always a good thing. And then pretty much the last few days just has flown by, so you know, and then I'm back in work today, so that was always nice. Hey Sharon, hey guys.
Hey Anthony, you all right? Hey Sharon.
Oh,
I wasn't a big fan of that place that you went to when I went to the one in Glasgow.
Right, okay.
That Far or whatever it's called. I didn't
like
like it.
Pho? Was it PHO? Pho?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either. I didn't think the menu was very good. I didn't think the options were very good, and the food was certainly not very good.
Well, the starter I had what they called it's gone now. I mean, they were nice. Crispy spring rolls, vegetarian crispy spring rolls, and they had this this peanut dip that my mate ordered, and I ordered like a spicy dip. That's all I could think of. But the peanut one was amazing. But there was loads. Must have been 4 or 5 spring rolls, so I was pretty much full by the time I'd had them. But the main was a bit shit.
Yeah. Hey Pat. Hey Peter. Thank you for joining us, mate. Yeah, it's been quite cold up here, and yeah, as you can tell, my throat sounds a bit hoarse. I'm coughing, so I've caught the cold a little bit. So yeah,
you're always bloody ill.
You know what? I usually don't get ill, but this time of the year, I'm just never well. I think you know. I think it's my chest, you know, because it sits on my chest a bit too much.
Yeah.
You know. And now I've lost like loads of weight as well. I feel the cold a bit more. I haven't got.
Oh, I see what it is.
I haven't got my natural padding anymore. So there's
a
trick
all day because I'm wearing a t-shirt, which means she's had the heating on all day.
Yeah, but I'm sat here with my hoodie on and a hot water bottle. So yeah, look, little hot water bottle.
Did you see them pictures I sent you last night when you were at Bobby's?
The Transformers, yes.
Yeah. I weren't sure if they were worth out.
I'll have a proper look. Some of them seem quite expensive for the figures that they were, and others seem reasonably priced. So
it was just all it was. It was just whether or not they were anything you were missing, really.
Yeah, there's a couple there that it's piqued me interest, but I don't want to be accused of ruining Christmas again.
Well, she's not going to. She can always buy them for you. You just send her the pictures.
Yeah, I don't think that will happen. Hey, Junie. Hey, Keith. Right, shall we move on to featured actor?
They're finished now. Oh, bless you. Hope you feel better soon, Junie. Yeah, you can do, yeah.
Okay. So this week's featured actor is John Travolta. Okay, so Stevie, what's your? you know where I'll be going with this in a minute. So, what's your John Travolta experience been in your movie life?
90s, and early 2000s. I think he was. Hey, Rich. I think he did some crackers. In fact, to be fair, I would probably say before the 2010s, maybe he's done some absolute awesome movies. Sort of over 3 decades. He was definitely a really good actor. I think after that he's sort of done a few that are a bit questionable. Then, but yeah, I like him as an actor. I like his early stuff. But yeah, that's why that's where I'm at with him.
The latest stuff, some of it has been good, and some of it you're like, have you really been that strapped for cash that you're signing up for that role?
Was it Battlefield Earth? That was one of them, wasn't it?
See, yeah. Now he wants to do that. He sort of lobbied for that to happen.
Oh yeah, he was all in.
Yeah, which is sort of a bit strange, really.
But like I say, overall, he's been a really good actor. You know, I'd just like to see him in something. I'd like him to have another Pulp Fiction moment, because I think up to Pulp Fiction, I think that was where he his rise was sort of dipping a bit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then he had Pulp Fiction. He was back on top again, if you like. Hey, Peter. Yeah, I think that would be something.
Yeah. So where would what would you like to see him in as another Pulp Fiction sort of moment? Where would you like? What would you see him doing to generate?
I don't know, but maybe something of that ilk, really, or something like, you know, we've got quite a few action movies that were actually decent, you know. So I'd like to maybe see him in another action movie. You know, something that's a bit. I think he'd have to be a bit more picky with what he's doing, really.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at my mentions now. So, you know, my mentions, I've got Broken Arrow, I've got Swordfish, I've got Look Who's Talking, I've got Basic, I've got Get Shorty, and I've got The Punisher. So I obviously seem to enjoy him when he's playing the bad guy. No, Keith, are you just looking to be blocked? Right. So I'm looking at that sort of bad guy sort of role. What's that? Oh,
I was saying about 6 weeks after it opened, there were still queues around the block. Yeah. Hey, Santa.
So I'm looking at him from like a bad guy point of view. I really enjoy his sort of nastiest side, not as lovey-dovey side. So my top 5, and we'll jump in with my top 5, and then we'll discuss your top 5. I've gone with Lad of 49. I've got Michael, The General's Daughter, Pulp Fiction, and Face Off. I think you're going to struggle to find a better top 5 than that.
I'll give it a go.
Go on, then. Let's see you give it a go.
Okay, so I've gone with Swordfish, Face Off, Saturday Night Fever, Pulp Fiction, and Grease.
Yeah, you're a bit more pansy than I am, aren't you, really?
What do you mean a bit more pansy? They are awesome films. Saturday Night Fever and Staying Alive, classics.
Sorry, this isn't me belly, this is my water bottle, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's my water bottle.
Your water bottle, come on.
It looks like a chest burster, doesn't it? Yeah, so, you know, I've got, like I say, Lad of 49. I think that is a brilliant film. That's out roughly the same. Was that out roughly the same time as Backdraft?
I like Lad of 49.
Yeah, they're all about.
Rich is definitely trying to get his point across. Phenomenon was good. He's mentioned it twice now, so that means he's serious.
Staying Alive and Saturday Night Fever.
Very gritty films.
Yeah, so Lad of 49, I love Lad of 49. I think Michael is such an underrated film.
Yeah.
You know, you can bang Michael on now and watch it, and you won't realise it's 30 years old. You know, it's all there or roundabouts. It is a great film.
See, for
The
me,
General's
that's sort of on the same level of something like Mel Gibson in Forever Young.
yes.
You know, something like that, where it wasn't massively mainstream, but I love that film. I think it's great.
The General's Daughter. Have you seen The General's Daughter?
No.
No, where he's a military police officer and he's investigating the death of an officer, and it turns out to be the general's daughter.
Mm.
My God, go and watch that film.
Yeah.
It is absolutely awesome. It's not full of action. It's not, but it's about the inner workings of the military and how things get sort of swept under the table and stuff like it. It is a great film. Pulp Fiction and Face Off. At some point we're going to get into the Face Off discussion.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
Like I say, what were your mentions? Because you've given me your
My
top
mentions
five.
were I enjoyed The Punisher, Broken Arrow, and Ladder 49 was my main mentions, really. Like I say, you've got Look Who's Talking and stuff like that, which is cool. But I did really like Ladder 49. I think him and Joaquin Phoenix was really good in it. Broken Arrow, Christian Slater in it. Great
Yes.
90s movie, that. Proper cool. I Am the Wraith. Yeah, that was the other thing as well, Junie. I nearly put that in there as well, which is the Taking a Pelham 49. So Taking a Pelham 123 with it's not Samuel L. Jackson, is it? It's it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Denzel Washington.
No, Denzel Washington. Yes, Denzel Washington. Great actors in that. Really good. I'm still yet to watch the first one, which I've had for a little while now.
The original one.
The original one. So I need to watch that. But I do enjoy the remake.
I Am Wraith. Now, hasn't Jason Statham just done a film called I Am Wraith? Or
I am Wraith. I think that was one of those like £2 in Poundland movies. They were. I think it was proper, not low budget, but I think it was definitely like a B movie.
Okay, straight to DVD or straight to Blu-ray.
That's the one. Straight to DVD. I think it was one of those movies, but I've seen the front cover. I know which one it is.
Now, Broken Arrow. We've mentioned Broken Arrow. There is some good scenes in Broken Arrow, and I enjoy John Travolta's sort of bad guy persona in Broken Arrow because he doesn't take himself seriously, does he? He's just stealing nuclear weapons. Wild Hogs. Now, I actually enjoyed that the first time round, Wild Hogs, and then I watched it again as part of this sort of remake, the sort of researching, because it's on Netflix at the moment, isn't it? Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
And it hasn't aged particularly well. But for some reason, I remember myself laughing at it the first time round. So I really do enjoy Broken Arrow, and again, that's another film I don't think gets enough credit and enough airtime. Do you know when they're looking back at stuff? And I wish channels would put it on a bit more. Basic. Have you seen Basic? Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta, where they're on the army base.
No, I know which one it is, so I remember seeing the front cover.
Yeah, go and watch that one as well. So there's two for you: The General's Daughter and Basic. Great films, highly would recommend. But again, I'm sort of struggling about where I'd like to see John Travolta go now, because he's sort of at that age group, isn't he now? Where is he too old for action? Was he 68?
I don't know. I mean, you look at, he is getting on. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of action heroes, action people in action movies that are old, aren't they?
Mm.
You know, I don't know. I'm not necessarily expecting him to start being, like a physically demanding role. But even if it's like you say, if it's just a villain, something that I think he could really sink his teeth into, because there's been a few recently that have been absolutely terrible. Like The Fanatic, that was one that was just awful. I have limits, powers, Julie, but I will pray for you. Oh, bless you. Nice, good answer there, Santa.
Oh, sugar. Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, right. I'm going to move on to a very sore subject now.
Are we on the same thing again?
So, Homework movie. Have you watched Homework movie, Steve?
No. I was banking on you doing it because I couldn't find the bloody copy of it in my loft.
Are we just going to kibosh When Harry Met Sally? Because
no, we've got to watch it. We've got to watch it, mate. I know I've got a copy somewhere. It's not on Blu-ray. But we've definitely got to watch it. But when you said to me the other day, I need to go watch it, I'm thinking at least he's got to fucking watch it.
Yeah, well, at least one of us can talk about it. You mean?
Yeah, that's at least one of us can carry it for 10 minutes.
No, I haven't seen it. I was going to
watch
watch
it on the back burner. We'll have to put it on the back burner, mate. I'll dig my copy out somewhere.
I was going to watch it, but then I noticed that they've put Alice in Borderlands back on Netflix, so I watched the whole season 1 again, ready for season 2 next week.
I'll tell you, I was watching. Yeah, there's the new season next week. You say?
Yeah, the 22nd. It's out next week. So season one is back on Netflix now.
So I had a mate of mine whinging at me about a BBC program called The Traitors.
We've seen the first episode.
I've watched the first 2 episodes so far.
I actually enjoy it. I quite like the premise of it.
Yeah. So for anybody that doesn't know, it's basically there's a lot of people that go into a mansion, really, in it, and the host picks out 3 traitors so far that we've watched, and they have to go undetected, and they kill someone. Is it every night or something? The plan is, or every other night or something?
It's every night, isn't it? It's like a mix between I'm a Celebrity, where they do challenges, and a murder mystery type of thing. Because you know, they everyone's separate. It was brutal that first couple of minutes, though, wasn't it? They all are in. They had to arrange themselves and who's looking at going out first, and how would you rate yourself? And then when the 2 lads underrated themselves on purpose, not to give themselves away,
beheaded.
She went, "Yeah, bye bye, see you later. You're gone." And he went, "What? Really? Yeah, well, that fucked up."
Hey, Chava. Yeah, that was straight away. I mean, she was like, "This isn't a Friends Island or something like that," didn't she? She was like, "Yeah, this is called Traitors." I mean, the host sort of milks it to hell. I forget what her name is now, but she proper milks it. That's the one. But the premise of it's quite good. So we've started watching that. That's the thing that we're watching at the minute. We'll say we're only a couple of episodes into it.
Yeah, but we need to catch up so we can talk about.
But it's on BBC iPlayer. I didn't even know it, but I don't know if it's just been straight onto BBC iPlayer or what.
Last week, I think it was, or the week before, it came live because of the big. A lot of things went straight to iPlayer, didn't they? Because of the World Cup, they weren't showing a lot of things live. So yeah, they went straight to iPlayer with it. Okay, so I'll tell you what we'll do.
Back on tonight, Keith said. Okay, fair enough. What do you make of it? Have you watched it? I say I'm only a couple of episodes into it so far, but a mate of mine was messaging me going, "We need to talk about it." I'm like, right, okay. So we've been trying to catch up with some stuff like that.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it. It is something that me and Lana can watch together at the same time. So it's not so. Let's get the wheel.
Okay.
Are we?
Yeah. What, Robert De Niro? Oh, yes, it is. That'll be an hard one, that, I reckon.
There we go. Yeah, and the homework movie we will leave as
No,
When
we'll
Harry
spin it
Met
again
Sally,
because
'cause
we
next
can't
week
go
is
through
our
that.
Christmas show.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
Spin it again. Because next week's our
Do you
Christmas
reckon?
show, isn't it? So we're not really going to be talking.
Okay,
What
that's
am I
fine. Then
doing
we'll leave
here?
it as it is.
Yeah, leave it as Liz. Next week's our Christmas show. So Rob,
It's well
anyway.
evil. Yeah, like I say, it looks like it's going to be a good program to watch. I mean, one of the contestants, they seem to like really big up why these people want to win this money, because ultimately, if they manage to get to the end of it and they're a traitor or they're a faithful and they've managed to survive, they win a possible 120,000,
possible 120 grand. Yeah.
up to 120 grand.
Yeah.
But they really sort of play on. It's a bit like X Factor, where they start giving you a load of stories to why it's important to this person, what they would do with it, and at least one of them's really, really quite brutal, considering they've been bigging that person up for a good episode, and then literally they get thingied at the end. But they go around like a round circle and decide between them, like with the people in the room, who they think is the traitor. Is a traitor, and sort of vote them out.
You just got to plant seeds of doubt in people's minds, haven't you?
They're all playing the game now because they've all realised that it is a game.
It's real. Let's do movie news, right? So I am really concerned about DC. The DCU.
We're going down to about four viewers. So go on, crack on.
It's just announced now that Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill have been dropped as Superman.
Yeah, that came out today about Superman, didn't it?
So after the big announcement in October, after all the announcements now that he's coming back, he's going to be great. We're building up. They're fucking him off.
It's got to be money related.
I said last week, didn't I, that, with all the tweets that were coming out and stuff like that what's not true, what is true, we haven't decided what's true yet. I hope you've got a vision for this and they can go with it. But it means Wonder Woman 3 is not happening. It means The Flash is going to be the last of the latest Snyderverse sort of.
Hey, Kevin. Welcome. Hey, from Florida. Lovely.
So
thank you for joining.
So the Flash is going to be the last of the Snyderverse DC. However, James Gunn has said that he is going to give Ben Affleck a director's project to do. So we might get a Ben Affleck superhero movie with him behind the camera, because as you know, he's into his comics, he's into all his lore and everything else, and he was made up to play Batman. So that'll be a big thing for him. I mean, trying to avoid all the Avatar 2 things about it being woke and women power enhancement and all that sort of stuff. I'm staying away from all that news because that's all I've read about Avatar 2 all this week, is about how brilliant it is.
You've got the Harry and Meghan show released again today, so that'll be in tomorrow's paper if it's not already. So don't worry about Avatar. Avatar's probably forgotten about now.
Yeah. So Iron Man, the original Iron Man movie, has been introduced to, let me get this right now, the Library of Congress National Film Registry.
Okay. That seems like big words. Hey, Chris.
Right. So what this is that every 25 years, the American Film Committee get together and they'll put in films that have had a historic event or artistic or artistic impact on the American people.
All right, yeah. Hey, Joan.
The film's going to be 10 years old or more to be nominated for the list, and Iron Man has got in there. So it's the first MCU movie to hit that list. Now, bearing in mind what other films that we must have had that are 10 years old now that could have gone into that list, and they've gone with Iron Man. I know it starts it all, and it was a big jump for the time, but come on, surely there's more historic movies that are 10 years old that could have got on that list.
Yeah, there is that.
So yeah, that's my movie news. Like I say, a lot of actors coming out and saying what they enjoyed doing 10 years ago and what they've enjoyed doing now, and it's just not news.
No.
There's just nothing going on at the moment that isn't
You
related.
don't expect too much at this time of year, anyway. Really, unless they're prepping for February, March time with all the award ceremonies. You know,
Well, I think that's probably why it's gone quiet, hasn't it? Because it's about now that they start posting off all the movies, don't they? Looking at the Oscars and stuff like that.
Yeah. Maybe.
I enjoyed the story elements of Marvel, but I enjoyed the grittiness of DC. But I prefer DC animated stuff over Marvel, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Did you see the question about Amazon Prime?
Yes.
I think you might as well. To be fair, if you've got a 30-day trial, I'd go for it.
Depending on who you're on with your phone contract. If you're on O2, you get 3 months free Amazon, and you get the Amazon TV and everything for that.
Really?
If you're on O2. I'm not a big fan though of Amazon TV. I don't like the way that they do it, where they put certain things for free and then you've got to pay for the rest of it. Why give me the first 5 episodes of a series?
Yeah, I've said before, Anna. That's what frustrates me with Amazon, because you'll look at it and go, "Oh, they've got the whole." No, they haven't got the whole. You know, and to be fair, if you look at something like that one with the airplane on Netflix at the minute. I forget what it's called now, but you click on it. I've never seen the first 3 series, and this is series 4.
Manifest?
Yeah, it might be something like that. But literally, it's series 4, and that's all they've got. You know, but at least you're not sort of looking and seeing 4 different series, and then realizing that the only one that actually works without paying for it is series 4.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like Lethal Weapon. The third series of Lethal Weapon, you've still got to pay for it. They stopped producing that 6 years ago, so I still haven't seen the last season of Lethal Weapon yet. Right, yeah. So let's get on to pickups of the week, shall we?
Okay. The reason why he hasn't watched his homework this week is because he spent the majority of the time coming up with fucking things like that. Git. Absolute git.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Right, let's start off, shall we? Right. What have I picked up this week? Right. So what you might have noticed this week is that I say to Steve, right, we will schedule videos for a Tuesday and a Saturday. So let me know when you're uploading something and we'll move stuff around so we get yours in. Now, I post mine quite early on in the morning, and then Steve commented on mine going, "You've got some great pickups." And then all of a sudden, I get another notification, Movie Chats has just put another video out, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" So on Tuesday, you got 2 lots of videos from us. So you've been spoiled this week. Because little Steve doesn't quite understand the scheduling side of things. So what have we picked up this week? Here we go. Are we ready? So I was in Morton this week on Saturday with Lana, and we were doing some shopping for ourselves. There wasn't much in the way of anything for the charity shops, so we ended up in one of the other shops, and they had a complete Blu-ray set of Peaky Blinders, which I took a picture of Steve and I sent it to him, and this set was 10 quid. So I said to him, "Would you like a copy?" And he went, "Yeah." And then when I scanned it, I could actually get £20 trading in CEX for it. So it's like a free 10 quid. So I bought Steve a copy and I bought myself a copy and I traded mine in. Now, I have to say, CEX and Birkenhead, that is the way to do customer service. You know.
Right, we've got a contender, have we?
Yeah, Warrington, go and train your staff in Birkenhead. I tell you what. So they've got one queue, none of this flipping obscure queuing system that they've got. You've got one queue, so you know where you all are. you're buying or selling, you're in the same queue. So we traded in the Blu-ray set. That was dead quick. He checked it all. It tears me inside out when they've got to rip open brand new content. They to check it's all there. He scanned it in. He told me how much we were getting. That was dead straightforward. He gave me the voucher. I went off and had a look. Then we joined the back of the queue again because it got quite big when we actually had the stuff to trade in. Then these two members of staff came out from behind the counter with the little handhelds. Is anyone buying only? So yeah, go on then. So we jumped to the front of the queue. He had the little handheld. He scanned it all in there. He went off and got me discs and everything else, and we paid on the card machine. I tell you what, it was a great level of service. Anyway, this is what I picked up. So I picked up Ghostbusters 1 and 2 and Afterlife. So 3 in the set. Now, I love Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and I'm going to have to give Afterlife another try, I think. But that was £8. And then I picked up, do you remember I was talking about it, Steve?
Yeah.
The Toxic Avenger. My God, I was made up when I saw this. However, I wasn't quite made up with the £15 price tag. But I said to Lana, I don't know if I wanted it just because it was what I watched in my childhood, or I wanted it because it would be great for the collection and whatnot. And she said, are you going to watch it more than once? And I said, yeah, probably. So that's why I ended up buying it. However, I wasn't actually paying for this, was I? Because it was part of the vouchers. So you're probably saying, Steve, you've gone over a little bit there. And you're right, I have. But we had another £1.49 on voucher. The other charity shop that we went into was an autism one, which is a new one in Birkenhead. It's quite good. It's got loads of stuff in, but it's one of these that it's too new. Everything's all crammed in, so you need to have a proper group. But I ended up with the Green Lantern.
Very nice.
Now, I love this. I love this film, and I know it gets a bit of a bad rep, but I actually do enjoy this. And just because you pissed me off and made me really, really jealous that you got your copy, I ended up with mine.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Clueless then.
No, why would I want Clueless? There you go. So I ended up with Judge Dredd. I did get a care package from Mr. Hayden. So thank you very much, Chris. That did come through okay. Once we realised it was actually in the back garden because Every done it again. He just launched it over the back garden and never told us it was there. So brilliant. I ended up with Squeaks, a remote control Squeaks. Now Belle said she saw Chris's note said that Belle saw this in the charity shop and thought of me, so she had to get it. It is missing the remote control for him, though. He is a remote control one, but I'm sure I can find him somewhere to be a part of the display. I'll make a display around him.
It's quite bloody big, isn't it?
He is quite big, yeah. He is quite big. But like I say, I'm sure I can make a display out of him.
Makes your head look small, and that's an achievement.
I got a Spider-Man vest top.
Yeah, that's cool.
So Spider-Man. So that will do me for now. I'm just bumming around the house or go with
I didn't realise it was Universal Studios as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So while I'm bumming around the house, I'll go in the gym. I'll be wearing my Spider-Man vest top. And the best pickup, and I haven't seen these anywhere. And I was like, well, you saw the message when I asked them how much it was and how much it was for me. Was me Transformers water bottle, Universal Studios Transformers water bottle.
That's cool, isn't it?
So this is obviously like the B-26 type of stuff. Do you know when they're showing them in World War II? Brilliant. Chris did say I should use it when I go in the gym, but it's never been used. So now, again, it'll probably go somewhere next to Squeaks and make a bit of a display piece. But other than that, like I say, I'm trying not to ruin Christmas too much.
Yeah, and I'm sure your wife's forgiving you so far.
Well, she was packaging stuff. Yeah, I'll just leave that there so you can see it. Did you see AJ went out and bought his own blaster though, because he saw mine behind me looking at him and he wanted it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
So yeah, Tam, you've got a lot to answer for, haven't you, really, mate?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, like I said, as I said in the video, I went to Lincoln with the intention of going around a few places and picking up some Christmas presents that I couldn't buy in town. That failed pretty much miserably, but I did manage to go into CX and HMV. So I'll show you the pickups that I got for this week. So a few things here. I've got Midsummer. I've heard about this movie, but the thing is that I like the actress that's in it. Is it Florence Pugh?
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. One from the 90s that I definitely remember is To Die For. So this is on a network, which is quite a slim box. But I don't usually see this one around. So as soon as I saw that in the CEX in Lincoln, I picked it up. I had one of my Grand Designs come through, which I forgot about. So when I was ordering the other ones, I ordered season 4, so that turned up. Then I got from HMV, I got the Good Doctor Series 5. So love these. But I had the other 4 series, so I picked that up. I'm just a bit miffed that they didn't do them in Blu-rays, but never mind. From an Oxfam shop for 99p, I got 47 meters down. I enjoy this movie, and it brings me on to the next
remember
one.
which one that is. Is that the one where they go diving and the shark cage snaps and then they try and rescue them? Or is it the one where
the two girls that are stuck in the cage at the bottom?
Yeah, but there's one where they leave them, isn't there? Or is that the one where they've got the walkie-talkie and the lads are trying to rescue them?
I can't remember, but I do remember watching the movie. But it's Mandy Moore in it. And Matthew, it's shark at the bottom of the ocean with a shark diving expedition led by Captain Taylor. Goes horribly wrong. When the cable attaching the cage plummets 47 meters to the seabed, the sisters must figure out a way to get back to safety, battling injuries, lack of oxygen, and worst of all, bloodthirsty great white sharks.
Yeah, so it's the one that they try to rescue them, isn't it?
It's the first one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, Lana. I bet he's really tried not to spoil it. But then I think it's the same director that's done Fall. So I picked that one up, which is from HMV for the collection. I thought that was all right movie. It weren't great. It weren't amazing, but it just ties in with the other one that I bought. Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot. I remember this movie from when I was younger. I love Daniel Day-Lewis. It was only $5.99. And I only had it on DVD, but I had it on one of those free with the paper ones.
Yeah.
So I finally picked that up. I wasn't sure if this was worth doing it, but it was only a couple of quid. So I picked up brand new 30th. I say brand new 30th anniversary restoration of Total Recall. So the restoration on it, I'm hoping, is great. One that cost me about £1 was Return to Neverland. Picked that up because it's for my Disney collection. Then I got a couple of steelbooks. I got Red Sparrow, which is really nice. I'll put that in the case now. The Losers, which is again quite nice.
I quite enjoy Red Sparrow because that was the first time we've ever had a female lead in an action movie, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it?
Did you not read the article?
No, it wasn't.
Did you not read the article earlier on in the week?
No.
So they've changed what she said. What she said, it's about time that we got some strong female leads in action movies at last. But they changed it. So it made it say I was the first female action lead.
Yeah, no, she's definitely not.
She's definitely not. But it was the way that they re-edited the article, which had made everyone think that's what she said.
I picked this last steelbook up from my local one, but the girl in there said to me, she was like, "Oh, you're told me I was weird, basically." But I thought it was a nice one to add to the collection, which is the Human Centipede 1 and 2.
All right.
So she was messing about, but to be fair, she's not wrong. But yeah, I got that one. Then I picked up a game for the Switch, which looks pretty good, which is a steelbook of Beyond the Steel Sky.
Oh,
Now,
right.
apparently, this is a sequel to the 1993, I think it was. Was it Beneath the Steel Sky? Which is sort of a point and click, I think, for the PC. But it wasn't massively expensive, but I thought that was quite unusual. So I picked that up. And then there was this one more Blu-ray that I saw, and I noticed there was a normal edition of it for $7.99, and then there was the sort of special edition, 25th anniversary edition of it for $12.99, which I thought was an absolute bargain. And I thought, you know what, I'll get it out there and I'll put it on a video so Big Steve can get it out of his system, which is Clueless. So this is a nice big edition with a load of little extra things in there. You know, I know Steve will be jealous about, like an art cards poster. There's a poster. That's got to go up on it. Card game, booklets, report card, and the DVD as well. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Not that he's mentioned it, but I was expecting some banter off him.
I've not mentioned it at all.
But that, yeah, I thought that was a decent one. Another thing I found yesterday for like £3.49, which I was picking up, was this bad boy.
Now I had the big one that you could have had from me, because that's the one where the wings blow off as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I traded mine in for the slightly smaller one, so I had more space on my shelf.
So for this one then?
I traded the big one in for the littler one. So
this was 2016, I think it says on it.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me go and get my one. No. So.
Oh wow, a business card. Yeah. Then I bought a bag of. I think I traded mine for. Bless you.
The little one, but I did have the big one. But like I say, I wanted to get more space, and that took up so much space on my shelf.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moving around that's needed, but I've obviously got that, and I've still got the bat wing to hang up somewhere. But yeah, I was having that.
What was in the bag that you shown us?
Oh, it was just some. Is it? I don't want to say it's play school, but basically it's Star Wars figures.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I'm clueless when it comes to figures like that.
I would have asked Chris because I know he's an expert with Star Wars now.
Yeah, but, they're not Playmobil, are they? They're
is it play school?
Play school. That's the ones.
Yeah,
you're not totally clueless after all, are you, mate?
I thought I'd give this one a go for £1, which is a trivia quiz for the 80s. Categories: movies, music, TV. Who said or sang that? Science, exploration, sport, pop culture, hobbies and technology, art and literature, and news and politics.
Well, there you go then. We can do that next week on the Christmas special.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. But like I say, for £1, I was like, I'll pick that up. Well, that looks interesting.
Don't get too excited. The famous YouTubers just have... Who's that then, Andrew?
Ten choices of categories. Questions from David Bowie to the Breakfast Club. You can't go wrong, can you?
No, there we go. Yeah. Right. So the Christmas show next week. We have, if I remember, on the top of my head, we've got Andrew, we've got Sherry, we've got Lainey, we've got Chris and Belle, and Lana's making an appearance live on stream as well. So,
are you sure?
Yeah, she's promised me she's going to come on live on the stream. With it being Christmas, I don't know how interactive we're going to be, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you playing with there?
I got a Stormtrooper as well for £1. So he's got his gun. So I was just getting
Alright.
out of his back bit and just seeing if I could put it in his hand.
Yeah. So next week we've got the Christmas special. Like I say, Laney's going to be with us and Sherry. So we've got quite a star-studded lineup. Andrew's going to be with us as well, of course, and Chris. So
yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah. So hopefully we should never ask me, man, what he's playing. Never ask him what he's playing with you. Yeah. Lana said, "Oh, I forgot I said that."
What's that?
Did she come on? Yeah. So next week we should be okay. So we haven't really got an agenda for next week, so we're just probably going to review Robert De Niro and then something called Christmas, I think, is on the agenda.
Is that the topic? Is it Christmas?
Christmas, all things jingle bells and snow.
You'll be getting your jingle bells out.
And bar humbuggery.
Oh, that's easy enough for me.
Yeah. Saying that, I did spend this week playing Santa Claus. So
yes,
yeah.
I've seen the picture. Massively convincing, but it'll do, I suppose.
It will do. The kids enjoyed it.
They were like, "Why are you not fat? Why are you not jolly?"
One of the kids said to me,
"Why have you got a Geordie accent?"
Why did you?
Sorry, it's Scouse accent.
One of the kids said, "Why did you bring me 300 quid last year?" And I said, "Because your Christmas list was a bit poor." And he went, "Well, I couldn't think of what to put on it." And I said, "That's why I give you 300 quid so you can go and buy your own money." I didn't know when he got free. He said to me, "Why did you give me 300 quid?" And another girl said to me, "Why did you just bring me stationery last year?" And I said, "Did you ask for it?" He said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, you get what you asked for, don't you?" You know, so Santa had a bit of an attitude.
I didn't realise you were stuck dealing with customer service problems.
However, there was 5 lads with us that all got dressed up as elves and stuff like that, and then there was polar bears and Christmas trees walking around. It was a good day. It was a good day.
Can you imagine the kids going, "Right, Mum, we need to go see Santa. I need a word.
I need a word."
Not having the same thing that happened last year happen this year. No chance.
What are you doing? One of the lads saw me tattoos as well, and he went, "Santa, have you got tattoos?" And I went, "Yeah, I have." And he said, "Well, why have you got tattoos?" Because I'm 1,000,000 years old. Of course, I'm going to have tattoos. You know, it was a funny day. To be fair, it was a funny day. But yeah, it was good fun. It was all good fun. It's my birthday to be remembered, Big Steve, on the 24th, so not all Christmas. Well, the show's on the 22nd, though, Junie. So
technicalities, we're getting out of that one, Junie.
Yeah. No, I'm sure we'll mention your birthday once or twice, Julie. Don't worry. I'll take this opportunity then to remind everybody about the meetup on the 25th of March. There's not been much movement on the way of group of people telling us they're coming or going. So please let us know. Not that we need to let Weatherspoons know and book a table or whatever. It'll be just nice to know who is going to be there and whatever. So it's always good to see you. Little Steve, you're coming up, aren't you?
Yes. I've had it cleared. It's fine.
So, yeah. The spare room at Cassidy Jackson's going to be ready for you. Yeah, Lana said she'll attend, and Andrew's going to be there. Yeah. So I'm hoping Lana's going to attend because she'll have to keep me in a.
Yeah, I'd have asked the kid why he didn't have any tattoos. Can you imagine? Mum, I want a tattoo. I've changed my mind. I spoke to Santa and really cool.
Well, one of the kids had the Marvel T-shirt on, and I said, "Oh, you like Captain America, do you?" And he went, "Yeah." And I went, "Yeah." Then and because you'd already seen the Transformers on the other side, so it was where's the Captain America one?
Say, who the bloody hell's that on your arm?
Yeah. But it was a good funny day. It was a funny day. I enjoyed it. The week before we went, and I was roasting marshmallows on the fire pit all day. That was quite good fun as well.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah. See, the choice of actually attending work.
Shocking that.
You know?
Here's you after pay rises after pay rise, you know.
you get paid for what you do, don't you? And
Santa.
I'm a jolly good Santa Claus.
The feedback's still not been put in though yet, has it?
Right. Do you know what? This show seems like we've gone really, really quick.
It's because we missed out on one of the key features.
Having no homework movie to review and hardly ever movie news. What is going on here? Right, let's get this link sorted out, shall we? Here we go. We ready?
Yes. Swear to God. Definitely some payback. Seen the trailer for 65? No, I haven't, Andrew.
Yes, I have. It looks interesting.
Who's in it?
Adam Driver, is it?
I like Adam Driver.
Star Wars?
Yeah, I like Adam Driver. Here he is. He's making his appearance early, so we don't have to do it next week.
Yes, live. Welcome to the Movie Twats Christmas special.
Yes, so it's a week early. Yeah. How's things? Are you doing your usual shindig tomorrow, or are you off in the pub in it again?
I will be out for my sister's birthday tomorrow. I'll be in your county.
Where? Down here?
Yeah, I'll be in Lincolnshire tomorrow.
Whereabouts?
Well, we'll be in Sleaford.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will not be a million miles away.
Because I've got another work to do tomorrow night. I've got them in Nottingham.
Christ.
I know.
Hello, Santa. Santa, you've changed your name about 5 times on Facebook. I can't keep up. I thought you only changed it once.
He has to keep changing because it's safety reasons.
No, see, Elon Musk.
Everybody finds out where Santa is. Them presents are getting nicked, aren't they?
Is he Elon Musk? Is he where they're tracking his flight plans?
They're tracking his sleigh.
Yeah.
The elves aren't safe.
Just have a look for his trips over to Russia. Santa, is Russia on your naughty or nice list this year? That's your question.
Whoa! Don't be turning this show into a political.
This ain't monumental.
Yeah, we actually still want to be able to broadcast. I don't know.
Using a different profile.
So what have you been up to then, matey? What's been going on?
I've been training because I am now, this is an exclusive reveal for Movie Chats. Sorry, I keep getting it wrong. Don't know who else did that. Wasn't me. I am now responsible for the nation's safety from all kinds of crises, up to and including terrorism or nuclear.
So that means you're going on your I'm a Celebrity next year then, yeah?
No, I'm not like Bangkok.
So I can just imagine you catching a terrorist and going, I'll let you off if you buy this from the money.
Have you checked out my store?
Yeah. Have you checked out the eBay? You might save on postage back over to Germany or Russia or Afghanistan or wherever you're from.
Well, I thought of a different strategy. I'm going to be their supplier before they start. That way, I get their address. Yeah. Sell them the stuff once they pay. Like, it's been delivered.
I don't think you can say that live on YouTube, Andrew. That you're in charge of terrorism, but you want to be their supplier before they start.
Yeah, I probably don't want to get cancelled, mate. Thanks.
We know exactly where they're going to be because the GPS tracker on every delivery driver who drops it off confirms delivery. Well, no, they're in, won't we? Brilliant. Genius.
Rich has had a busy day, by the looks of it. Been to Beeston in Nottingham and Leicestershire today. Yeah, Nottingham's about 40 minutes away from me. Where the roads clear, Rich? I don't know.
Apparently, this is just a remake, but Nottingham is cut off tomorrow.
So you're going to set off relatively early tomorrow then, Andrew?
Nope.
Leave it to last minute rush hour, yeah?
My intention is to get trapped by bad weather and have to turn around. Oh, great shame. Terrible. They've had to come back to Wrexham. Well, I tried my best. I left at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I would be there for good time.
Saw Neil's in here. I saw a post that he's doing his thing. I don't. Is it? It's not tonight, is it? His quiz thing he does, but it's now Christmas. I have to excuse me. I did read it quite quickly, Neil. Sorry, mate. But that looks good. If it's not already been on.
What a plug that wasn't. Neil might be doing something tonight about Christmas.
Just let me know when it was. Have I missed it, Neil, or is it coming up? I can't remember. But it's now Christmas. Check it out.
Or it may have already happened. So there you go, folks.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can get the views afterwards.
Movie Chat have got the hand on the pulse on that one, haven't they?
See, that's where I've seen it. Neil does his lives on a Sunday now.
Why did he used to do it on a Thursday?
I can't remember what day it was. I've got a feeling was it Tuesday? I'm sorry, I'm so terrible with dates. Honestly,
I know. I have to remind you that you were coming on here tonight because it was Thursday.
Oh no, I have to remind Lou every single week when I walk in the door and go, "Yeah, I'm going straight upstairs." So I was, "Oh, is it movie chats again?" I'm like, "Yeah, thank you."
Yeah, it is weekly.
Yeah,
it is weekly. It happens every week.
Oh no, Junie's now changed her mind. It is a Monday.
Neil, this just proves to me that no one watches you actually live here because no one knows what day you're on.
So hang on, Mr. Bloody Social. What day is it on?
Me?
Yeah, what day does Neil do his lives?
I don't know. I'm too busy, mate, to be watching YouTube live. I catch it on all.
At least I try and catch it or watch it afterwards.
I went to watch Neil on Monday and he wasn't live, so it can't be Monday anymore. It used to be a Monday, but he wasn't. He won't live on Monday.
Sunday, thank you. It's the usual live stream every Sunday at 9:30.
There we go.
See? I didn't mean a quiz. I know what I meant. I meant, obviously, review. That's sorry, Neil. It's been a long day. Then I'm working with fucking amateurs here.
Why? Who else is on?
Ha ha ha. Ha ha.
Just because you're clueless.
Yeah. So have you watched anything decent recently, Andrew? Before we lose all the subscribers or anything to do with movie related?
I'll tell you what, I've been catching up on some TV series. I've been off this week, apart from doing my training. So between doing my training, I've been catching up on TV. I've watched DMZ, because apparently you can't say Z because nobody in America knows what that is.
Yeah.
Watched DMZ, which I didn't realise it come out. That was worth a watch. Red Rose on BBC Three.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good series. I enjoyed that. Set in Bolton, so it does have its downside.
Yeah.
Avenue 5 second series of that, which I didn't even realise had done a second series. I assumed that would have been cancelled after the first series. Well, it's as good as the first series, but that's not really rigging endorsements.
Right. Okay. Because, like you say, I didn't see it advertised for the first series. I've just seen it advertised now on. Is it on Sky? Is it?
Yeah.
I saw it advertised on Now TV, and I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And then it said that the second series in, and I'm like, I didn't even see the first series.
First series was it 2019 or 2020 that it came out? Because I had Now TV at the time, so it must have been 3 or 4 years ago because I've had it since then. And I've watched The Lazarus Project as well. Obviously, everything completely legally through legal means.
See, how am I supposed to keep up with that? Do you know what I mean?
Movie-wise, I've watched something with that with the shit half of Wrexham Football Club in it. What's his name? Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, Brian Reynolds. Yeah.
Yeah, and
is that Spirited?
Yes, that's the one with the Will Ferrell in it, which turns out to be a sequel, but I won't spoil it.
Oh, good, because I haven't seen it yet.
What's it a sequel to?
No, you don't spoil it. That's the whole point.
That's why I said I'm not spoiling it.
Is it a sequel to Scrooged?
I don't know what Scrooged is.
Just ignore him, Andrew. He's not. He's just taking the mick.
But yeah, I don't think I've watched any of the films recently. Have either of you watched Prey on Disney Plus?
Prey.
Yeah.
The Predator one. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know it was Predator.
I want you don't know he's Predator.
Well, when watching it, I was like, oh, this looks shit. So the first film in Cherokee or whatever, I was like, oh, I'm not interested in that in any way, shape, or form. Bloody period drama, get it out of here. Oh, fuck, so Predator was in it. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, 5 minutes into the film, you see the Predator ship coming over the top of her.
He was like, that's a blatant rip-off of Predator,
Yeah.
that is. Don't know why he's done that.
That's not going to happen in native Indian America, is it? You know?
There's all this about, oh, it's the first Cherokee film or whatever. Why couldn't they just say it was a Predator film? I'd have watched it. Not interested in all the rest of the history or cultural aspects.
They haven't just called it Predator, have they?
It's just literally all of it describing it. No mention of Predator at all. So, well, they've lost themselves a view, haven't they?
Not really. You've watched it.
Well, no, I've not watched it yet. 3 points.
All right.
I've not watched it yet, so I'll have to. That's on the list.
Oh, is it on the list? Is it?
I've got to go and see me accountant and his future wife.
Do you know what? I've actually watched about 3 films this week, and I can't remember for the life of me what the bloody hell I've watched.
I'll tell you what I did watch. Do you remember Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx in Collateral?
Yeah.
I watched that this week.
It's good film.
I know I've seen it, and I'm watching it, but there's so much of it that still I didn't recollect seeing.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if it's just because I'm paying more attention to it now that I'm watching it than just having it on.
Yeah. Hey, Cherry, nice to see you. Hey, Lindsay, Alvin, hope you're well. That was a bit loud, wasn't it?
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. So Andrew's only come on for you, Cherry. So he was hoping you'd turn up.
Fortunately, Cherry missed a bit, so I was giving myself a commentary on Bolton.
Yeah, didn't get it. That's very true. I didn't get it either, Steve.
I can't control who gets the notifications.
No, it's all your fault. It's all your fault. That's it.
No,
I got the notification.
Do you know what, Andrew? Do you know what, Andrew? If he actually took the time to try and schedule the shows himself, he might see how difficult it actually is.
I'm sorry about that, Andrew. He's talking bollocks.
Yeah, you've got to press at least 2 buttons on StreamYard to schedule it.
I've scheduled stuff before. Hey, Cherry. I've scheduled stuff before, usually when I'm let down last minute.
It's usually all scheduled for you, Steve, before I let you down last minute.
Right, hang on.
Oh God, this is where it just dissolves into chaos now, doesn't it? Really. So, Andrew, what are you looking forward to at Christmas time?
Alcohol. That is the only thing I was looking forward to is getting pissed. I'm going out. Sister's birthday tomorrow. Allegedly, if I make it. If I don't make it, I'm out in Wrexham with the boys tomorrow. And then there's a band on in Wrexham on the Saturday I'll be out for. And then I'm out with my accountants in Derby on Sunday.
Bloody hell.
But I think I'll be at my sister's birthday meal tomorrow night doing that. Saturday, Village Pub. At Lincolnshire Village Pub. It's just like, an interesting experience. And then Sunday, out with the accountants and his future wife, watching him spend my accountancy fees. And then it's Mad Friday next week, isn't it? So I'm going to go, obviously, mad on Mad Friday. I want to try and schedule a Drink with Andrew Christmas special, but it turns out every other person in the world is doing the Christmas special next week. So we
still want a monumental Christmas special.
Yeah, we're doing ours on our normal day, though, Andrew, on a Thursday. We're not going out of our way to schedule a special one or whatever. It's not like we're going live. It's not like we're going live on another day or anything. So we are here on Thursday. Yes, drinking will be required.
Mine will be on a different day, probably during somebody else's live.
Why not? That seems to be the common theme these days.
Open your Christmas gift. Cherry, have you not seen me comments on the Facebook today? We're going to
Andrew. Why she said it 3 times, bloody Sheldon?
No, well, she said it.
Andrew.
She said it 3 times and 3 not paid attention to 15 previous comments that have been made. I dropped a comment, Cherry, on Carby Chris's one of his Facebook posts and said me and you would come live on it on Monday, and he's not
we're open.
Comment.
You are supposed to be opening them on Monday the 19th, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, well, I was due to fascism. I wasn't included in the draw, so me and Cherry have done ours privately.
Maybe if you turned up for the live, you'd be all right, wouldn't you?
Well, who's got time for that?
So you're not part of the Not So Secret Santa. You're just hijacking Chris's stream.
Exactly.
None of his PA contacted him.
I got a message saying, "Oh, the Secret Santa's happening now," and I said, "Oh, surely it can't be," because I got told earlier something else was going on. So I turned up just as it was ending. I was like, "Well, why am I not on the wheel?"
Nah, Andrew, it was Candyman, wasn't it? I don't know.
I got Cherry an adult OnlyFans type present as well, ready for opening.
You've not sent her that fucking mankini, have you?
No, stop with that. No.
You haven't sent her a picture of you in your mankini, have you?
She has got a signed photograph that's been dropped off.
Oh my god! Please open, Jerry. Please open this on Chris's channel. It will be amazing.
I've had a bit of a food bar with my Not So Secret Santa because I was expecting the parcel, and it had no return address on it. It had no don't open until whenever, and it was my Not So Secret.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Why are you not posting stuff on Facebook? There we go. I've just released a new video with a thumbnail that I've stolen from somebody else. It's not about me.
Is it a life-size Andrew?
Jerry sent me. You know how these OnlyFans collaborator people, whatever they call content creators, that's it, have wish lists. Cherry sent me her wish list, so I ordered something off that.
Have you just put? You said you just put a video out.
Yes, I've just put a video out.
Why can't I find it? Why can't I find you?
Brilliant.
Have you been blocked? Has he blocked you?
No, even if I blocked him, he would still be able to find me. It doesn't stop people watching your content; it just stops you commenting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. UK reseller late night charity shopping.
Oh, aye.
Top draw.
You've had 12 views already, mate. It's not bad.
Yeah, why are they not watching here? They should be watching here. They should be watching that afterwards. Go and watch it afterwards.
Neil said you need to be subscribed, Big Steve.
I am subscribed. I found him on mine, but I never found him on the movie chats.
You can't be sending your wish list to other people because then they might buy the same thing that I've bought for you, and you're gonna have to let them down by returning their gift.
You've got to give it a try, ain't you? I mean, God loves a tryer.
You have to come up with a different wish list with other things on.
So you can send us your wish list. That's nice of her.
Who's Ben?
I don't know.
Oh, Ben got very upset earlier. Very upset. Ben commented on somebody's YouTube video that they'd shared in a Facebook group, asking for the admins to remove it. And of course, the link
another list
has been posted by one of the freaking admins. So
Cherry has a backup list on top of a normal wish list as well, just in case.
You've got another list.
I think she's probably got multiple lists for whatever you want to spend. I'll give you a tenner's worth, right? I'll send you that list then. There you go.
I'll send you this one. If it's a tenner, it's Poundland. If it's 15 quid, it's Body Shop.
This is the £20 range. I'll send you that one as well,
Yeah.
just in case you want
I'll
to.
send you this one, yeah, just in case.
I was gonna draw up an Amazon wish list and send it to Cherry with items on it, but I couldn't work out how the fuck to do it at all.
Well, I couldn't figure out for the not so secret Santa about because like the other year we had like a price range, didn't we? How much were we willing to spend? But this year we sort of never did we? Or it wasn't from your death pile or or whatever. It was just I was just a bit.
Sherry told me it was 20 quid price range
for you.
But you weren't in the not so secret Santa.
She said we were doing the same as the not so secret Santa. And it was 20 quid. Is this not true? Have I been lied to?
Oh. No,
Terry's coming up with cryptic messages here. I didn't need a list. I already had the present in mind. How the hell is it a secret Santa?
It's Andrew, what's it like being a sugar daddy?
She said, "Oh, how would you feel about this?"
With none of the benefits.
And then she said, "How would you feel about this?" So I'm not sure that's in mind, really, is it? When the present and what it was changed about 5 times in the space of 10 minutes. Then she asked me. I
didn't sort of budget with David, and now I'm worried he's sent a big box.
Just tell him that you've spent all your budget on me, and he'll understand.
It's all right, guys. I got bloody United stuff last year, or when it was. I think off Shabba on it.
Shabba, yeah. Well, that's because you are a United fan.
No, it's not. Trust me, Andrew. Your present wasn't cheap.
That's the person who paid for it speaking there.
I was going to say that's the person who's actually sent you it, not Cherry.
See, we're not
Can we reel this back into something movie related?
We're opening the presents on Monday, but Cherry more than welcome to come live. I'm sure she wants. Not up to me, it's not my channel. But
oh, that's nice of you. Is there anybody else you want to invite?
Well, if we're picking, can I invite Natalie Portman? That's movie related.
Yeah, I think she's busy tonight, mate. I did ask her, but she was. She said only if Andrew comes on, but then she had other plans.
Oh.
So movie related. Then, have you two got around to watching Violent Night yet?
No.
I want to see it, but I'm gonna.
I was looking for other means, and I couldn't find it by other means.
I have found it through other means, but there's some dodgy-looking Chinese guys keep walking in front of the cinema screen. So I'm waiting for it to come out on a streaming service. I'm not worried about watching it at Christmas because you enjoy it any time of year.
Yeah. Suppose
no. Violent Night is a great film. Great funny film. I have seen some reviews and I can understand their point of view on their reviews as well. So there is bits that do grind on you a little bit, but if you forget they're in the film, it is quite a funny film.
Are you looking forward to watching episodes 3, 4, and 5 of Meghan and Harry?
No, because they've proven 6 out of the 8 things he said in the first one wasn't fucking true.
They literally are getting absolutely bombarded at the minute because they've just been going, yeah, this happened as well, or that. You know what I mean?
I feel I don't need to watch it because the BBC gives live updates on it. Why the fuck every day the BBC live updates on the Harry Meghan show? Like, fuck me, you can go and watch it on Netflix. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
If it's anything else like any of the other Netflix documentaries, I'll be none the wiser of what's actually going on anyway.
Well, it's like that.
You
bless him. He's got slow internet.
It's like that last Netflix documentary series they did about the royal family. They call it The Crown. That was a shit documentary as well. Yeah. We need decent documentary series like Star Trek Discovery. So come on, that's the kind of documentary.
I thought you said decent.
It's a good documentary series, Star Trek Discovery.
The Discovery's not decent.
Yeah, it is.
You can forget the whole of season 3 existed in Discovery.
Is it that bad?
This is where he comes and says Halo is the greatest documentary ever.
No, well, I enjoyed Halo. And you don't know how hard that it's been for me not to buy season 1 on Blu-ray because it keeps.
I'll mention it for the last hour and 15 minutes.
I haven't mentioned Halo at all.
That's what I'm saying. Is how hard it's been for you.
No, I'm interested to see where. I'm interested to see where season 2 goes with Halo.
Yeah.
And I've been playing Halo Infinite a bit more now, and that's got a lot better as well because they're starting to put content into that and drip feed some of the stories into that. So I'm interested to see what's going on with Halo.
Have they released a new single player?
Yeah, that's the thing, Neil. That is exactly the thing, mate. Yeah, that's the thing. Out of the decision for privacy, and then they sign up for £100 million worth of Netflix documentary. We say documentary; it's more like a soap.
If Netflix are looking for new documentary series, I am available to be in one, and I waive all right to privacy. You could come in, you can even see me naked. I don't care.
Yeah, but the thing is that you'd ruin it though, because they'd be seeing you naked in episode 1. We'd still have another
Andrew, we just need to watch Chris's live stream from the football the other week to see you mostly naked. Fucking. It's nothing new seeing you half naked on drinking with Andrew at some point.
They could do some clips. They could do, inside a small yet big time YouTuber as the documentary.
Inside a big yet a small yet big. Right, okay.
Andrew's getting anal searched live on Netflix.
I never know.
It's literally the last thing you'd be able to put online because it's the only thing that he's not done.
Yeah.
How hard can it be to get on Netflix? If that bloody Prince, what's his name, is on it, I reckon I can do
it. Prince Harry, but he's known to his wife as H, because that's cooler, and she's M.
Oh, so basically he's known as Heroin.
It could with Mrs. Love. Hey, how you doing? It could do with Andrew on here. That's the thing. At any point, this could go south very quickly. But yeah, they were doing these documentary, and they were like calling each other H&M. Like, it's so trendy and cool.
H&M, like the shit shop.
Yeah, H&M. Like, literally, like, do you realise that is a fucking shop? You bellends. This is a story that no one ever have ever heard, apart from on my podcast and my books and any interview, opera interview.
Do you think now that the Queen is gone, that they were allowed to do the documentary and get some of that out in the air of what
not at all. They've chosen to do this, and they're good. That literally after this, I think it's the public opinion, the court of public opinion. I think this will be them done. You're always going to still have people that are sympathisers with them, but for me, it looks like he's in a relationship that he's being controlled. To be honest, he's being manipulated.
If I were him, I would be putting in for divorce.
And I think he will somewhere down the line. When she's not relevant, when he's not relevant to her anymore.
Get rid of Meghan. She's no use to him. What I am prepared to do, this is a sacrifice that I'm prepared to make for the nation.
You're going to take Harry off.
Harry, yeah, I just wanted to say that.
I'm gonna make a bigger sacrifice than taking on a royal prince. I'm gonna take on Meghan. I will console her, give her a shoulder to cry on, and she.
But would you be able to protect her from the paparazzi? That's the main thing.
Oh, I've got a Land Rover. I just run him over.
Oh, that one guy on a Vespa following him that nobody ever sees in the car.
Yeah, just run him over. How hard can it be?
Oh, that paparazzi's after us again, and it was literally a guy on a Vespa. That were it.
Which celebrity couple would you like Netflix to do a fly on the wall documentary of?
question.
I know he's thinking something like that. He is.
I'm thinking Cherry and Andrew.
God. I don't know.
We're not fucking Ryan Reynolds, no. We're not having Ryan Reynolds on. Jesus Christ. He's about enough as
Yeah, I
agree
agree with that, actually. The Cranky, nice name. Yeah, I agree with that, Cherry. That'd be interesting because Blake Lively's pretty fit, isn't she? It's nice.
We're not having nobody Ryan Reynolds on the TV. Christ, there's enough of him as it goes on. He's done one good film, Deadpool. He's done another good film, Deadpool 2.
One good film, Deadpool, and then he names more.
He was all right in the Adam Project. It's been okay in one or two other films. That's it. He's done nothing. He's a very rich man. Apart from that, he's done nothing. He's got a beautiful wife. Apart from that, he's done nothing. He's got a lovely family. Apart from that, he's done nothing.
Which couple would you like to have seen then?
I reckon. Right, let's have a think about it. Right, Natalie Portman and her husband. I'll tell you why, right? A, I want to marry Natalie Portman. B, I don't know who her husband is, so I can't currently arrange a hit squad. But if we do a documentary together, I know who he is, and then we can arrange a hit squad.
Well, can't you have him arrested when he comes in the country the next time she's filming in England?
He's not stupid, though, is he? He's just not going to come to the country.
Mm-hmm.
What I could do is have her arrested. Excellent plan.
What about Jada Smith and Will Smith?
Well, they're not. Well, I mean, I don't want to. That's like fucking incest, isn't it? Really, if those two are a couple.
Jada Smith, not Jaden Smith.
Oh, I thought you said Jaden. I'm thinking Christ.
No, Jada Smith.
No, yeah, no.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Just literally controlling him.
Are they technically? I know they are technically a couple, but the fly on the wall documentary in two separate houses, that's not necessarily going to be an interesting thing.
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
Have you just Googled celebrity couples?
I'm just guessing off the top of my head here, mate, honestly.
Good idea.
Can you see my glasses? Because that would be controversy, wouldn't it?
Hey, Siri. Google celebrity couples.
I know. Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar. That'd be interesting.
Anymore.
What?
Where are they? Siri, come on.
Of course they are.
I know this because she's locked down in my basement.
Oh, fair enough. That makes sense.
So come on, chat. We've got Bert and Ernie.
Anna Kournikova and Enrique Iglesias.
Now, are you just looking at
Falling Down on the Wheel, John? That's a good movie.
Are you just looking at fit couples there?
No, I'd be interested to see her technique with tennis racket.
Don't know.
And
you just want to see a grip. How she works on a grip, Steve.
And
that is.
Let him sing some sweet tunes.
Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. Didn't even know Elton John had a partner.
I'm just trying to see if there's like one that stands out that I'd really sort of.
Well, where have you got you on the list? I've just reached Freddie and Sarah, number 15 on your list.
No, I'm down to 40 by now.
You've gone past the Beckhams, then, have you?
Yeah, I forgot about them.
Don't know who they are.
I've seen enough Beckhams.
Don't know who they are.
I'll leave that for now. Yes, there we go. Jenna Ortega. Okay.
Emily Blunt and the guy from The Office.
Right, my wife. Gentlemen.
What's he go? What have I started here now? The going back to your John Travolta thing before, the featured actor. Have you seen the one where he plays the lawyer to O.J. Simpson?
What's that?
The John Travolta when he plays the lawyer to O.J. Simpson.
Is that the Netflix thing?
People versus O.J.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I don't think I've watched that one, you know. It was big. I remember when it came out. It was really big. There was a lot of people sort of wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
Years ago, wasn't it?
It was about maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
I think it was longer than that.
I think it was more than that.
You reckon? Maybe 3?
Yeah. 2016.
Oh, really? Was it that far back?
Yeah, 2016.
Long time ago. The global pandemic since then.
That's the thing. It's difficult to try and judge these things now because you lost 2 years for a lot of things, didn't you?
Mm.
Yeah. Now, I tell you what's been out. I was having a look yesterday. New series that have come out in 2022. If I can have a look, everyone on the list cancelled. It's like, fuck's sake. I can't be bothered watching a series that's been cancelled after one season. I had that with Firefly. Never again.
Well, Firefly was always doomed to fail, though, wasn't it? When the studio opted to play them out of sync.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous.
2 seconds, guys.
I didn't even
Because
realize they'd done that, and it was madness.
Because the last episode where they're rescuing the space prostitutes is technically the first episode. But yeah, they played the season out of sync because they thought it flowed better. That's how come in some of them they the doctor and whatever they're all having different interactions. You're like, well, 1 minute you're best of friends, the next minute you're just getting to know them. What's actually going on here?
Yeah, madness. Remember, mind you, we're not going to see any more Firefly or Serenity because he's basically persona non grata, isn't he, now in Hollywood?
Yeah. So we might get it if it's not Josh Whelan doing it. But it won't be Firefly as we know, will it? Because Nathan Fallon's not as young as he used to be, and if they try and reboot it, it's probably going to be one of these sci-fi sort of masterpieces again, isn't it? I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do with the Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, just hopefully, just not make it religious because they'd be heading.
Well, it's in the same universe as the 2004 remake, isn't it?
Yeah, which again seems a strange creative decision, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really understand what they're thinking. Is that cash in on the Battlestar name by all means, but don't cash in on a long dead on a series that's been dead for years. I mean, Caprica didn't exactly do well, did it? So,
well, I enjoyed Caprica. I just thought it took a bit of a weird twist.
I gave up on it after the first few episodes, I must admit.
So, Lou's trying to get Leo involved in getting the Christmas tree sorted out. So she's been asking me for a few days to get it out and put it up, the Christmas tree. Now she's got him asking me.
Why have you not put the Christmas tree up, Steve?
Just not got around to it. So, but now she's got him asking me. It's a clever trick. And get me to do it.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat.
What? No. What's John going about?
Yeah, I just hope they don't murder Battlestar because it took me a while getting into the 2004 release. But I'm getting used to the Cylons and stuff like that. But once it got into it, it got fine. But like Andrew said there, it did. About season 3, it took a really big flipping religious twist. And it's just like, I know. No, but I know that the whole Battlestar thing was a bit religious and based around the star signs and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. That's what it is, isn't it? Your Caprica, your Virgo, and all that lot. It was based around the astronomy side of things, but that did take a weird twist when it was like we've got the same gods and we've got this, we've got that, and all that sort of stuff. It's
They had the best bit when they brought Pegasus along. Really enjoyed the episode then, and the obviously the spin-off movie as well.
Razor.
Really good. That enjoyed that, but then they just pissed about it. And the ending, Jesus Christ! Oh, it's fine. We just find another planet and go and shag some monkeys, and there we go.
Yeah.
I don't really want to know that I'm supposed to bestiality. So thanks for that.
Yeah, it's the whole reason why we evolved, though, Andrew, wasn't it? Really?
Well, it depends, because if you go down some religious paths, there's no evolution anyway, is there? So
Well, I don't know how we could. I don't know how we've evolved from sleeping with monkeys because we were people in the first place. If that was the case,
I believe that I was just born in this form that you see now. I just emerged from the Matrix exactly as I am.
Co-op, £2.50. Let's change subject.
for sweets,
£2.50.
£2.50 for sweets.
American. Oh, that was cool.
Are they though? If you look on the back, does it say something like "Made in the UK"?
Yeah, I bet it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, made in Glasgow.
No, try again.
Ireland.
Made in
They're
Belfast.
probably made in. Yeah.
Belfast.
There you go. Brilliant.
You got Tootsie Rolls in there. What do you want?
There's an article on BBC News today. Everyone's really obsessed with Moriarty beer at the minute. So it's the best thing ever. This Moriarty beer and stuff.
Oh yeah, Lindsay, they are totally.
Well, it turns out it's made in bloody South Wales or somewhere.
Yeah.
The beer makers are up there going out, oh, we're saving the planet because our beer is made locally in your own country. Well, why market it's been bloody foreign then?
It's like Guinness, though, wasn't it? Guinness was brewed in Preston Brook for years.
Yeah, can you imagine?
You know, it was that's around the corner from us in Runcorn. So it's like Guinness was brewed there for nearly 20 odd years or whatever it was. On the Bass.
It really annoys me now that I have to eat things in moderation with this fucking diabetes.
Fuck off! You eat things in moderation.
No, honestly,
all you've done is stuffed your face.
No, I mean sort of sweets wise, mate. Honestly, I since my body's sort of stopped producing any sort of insulin, I think my levels just absolutely rocket. So I have to eat. Like now, I'm low now because I just went down to Lou and said to her, "Did you order anything for tea?" She's like, "No, it's all right. I've only been on this for an hour and a half, love."
Ladies and gents, don't pay any attention to him. Don't pay any attention to him. When you go out with him, he's always got a bag of Haribo or wine gums.
I wasn't fucking diabetic then, you bellend.
I've been out with you since you've been diabetic.
And my body was still producing insulin.
Fucking 19 packets of jelly babies later.
Well, it's not my fault you don't let me eat.
He doesn't look after himself. That's the issue.
What I reckon.
You know what it is about our friendship that I really love?
It's the honesty.
It's how amazingly supportive you are.
I reckon what you need to do, right, is join a celebrity 5K. You could get trained for it, right?
5K? Good luck with that one.
Yeah,
Have you started training for that yet?
Oh, well, nobody sent me a sweatband yet, so I can't. So
he needs a headband. He needs a sweat headband, mate. I'm telling you.
Somebody needs to send me a sweatband, and then I'll start training. I can't train without one.
Stephen W. Steve, yeah.
I can't believe Cherry accused me of bullying you in the comments on last week's show.
It's because it's true.
And my response to the comment was, I don't bully him. You know I love the little ball bag.
Yeah, I don't know how she took that offensively. Although I've got a retro sweets place in town, and I got these the other day. These are quite nice watermelon ones.
Junie, what you don't realise about this is that as soon as I pledged that we were doing that, yeah, I started training for it. So I run.
You were already going to the gym.
Not doing me 5Ks though, I wasn't. But now I can do that quite easily. The only problem is for me now is that I've got to now get it off the cross run and the treadmill and get it onto road, because that's going to have a different impact on your knees.
Down here.
Hang on, I can do it. I can do
Here, the poor guy.
On a fucking treadmill. Christ, I can do 5K on a treadmill tomorrow. You've got to get out on the road.
I've got like this what's the word, dysfunctional lung.
You've got a lung, have you? At least
I've
one
got
of them.
dysfunctional lung though, don't forget. So I've got to build up slowly to it.
Now, do you know what he said the other day, Andrew? He messaged me and went, "It's too cold. I'm not doing it."
We've got to do, we've got to do the 5K next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
We can do that. That's not a problem. I could do that next Wednesday better than you could.
I do 5K, no problem. How many miles is 5K? It's about 1, isn't it? So I can do that, no problem.
3.8, I think it is, give or take.
How do you know this?
Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. How far away is Wetherspoons? Yes, you found. Right, how fucking far away? I asked.
I want that Siri just to one day turn around again to him and go, "What now?" What? Siri gets an attitude for the first time.
See, I can do it in just under 40 minutes, right? I need to get that down. I need to get that down to a good, realistic time.
Wetherspoons is a mile from me.
There isn't a time limit on it.
There isn't a time limit
on it, Steve.
That's only 3 trips to Wetherspoons. I do that, no problem. It's basically Wetherspoons and back, and then back again. I've done that before when I forgot my wallet. So all I've got to do for practice: run to Wetherspoons, buy a pint, drink a pint, run home, drink a can of cider, run back to Wetherspoons, buy a pint. I've done it.
Right, it's 20 minutes off close. I need to go. Just mentally think about it.
I need to do it now. Yeah. No, you should start training. Like you say, the impact on your knees is going to be different when it's out on the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's going to be the big thing for me, especially with my knee problem. So,
I mean, you're a year. It's a year until you do it.
Yeah, I'll start training the week before, no problem. Be fine. I just need a sweatband.
He needs to full get up, people.
Also, we need to do it in the summer, like not when it's cold.
Well, we can always find out who it's going to be supporting and start early.
Yeah, well, we'll just move the whole.
Nice one, Mrs. Love.
we just move the whole charity special forward. That's all. I'm sure Lady won't mind.
Yeah, just round you two doing that.
Charity can happen any time of year, doesn't it? It doesn't need to wait for a specific date, does it? There you go, sorted.
Well, since Andrew's a picture of health, then why don't we change this up? Then why don't we do a 5K, finish at the gym, and then go and do a spinning class?
Absolutely.
It's a Wetherspoons.
No. We're finishing at Wetherspoons. That's the whole point. We've worked out the distance from my house to Wetherspoons, right?
Is that a thing now? You're never sort of a mile away from a Wetherspoons.
Oh, it's all right, Chris. You don't need to watch us back. Nothing special.
Hang on. 2 Wetherspoons, 1 mile. Back from Wetherspoons, 2 miles. Back to Wetherspoons again. We run to Wetherspoons, we run back to mine, and then we run to Wetherspoons again. 5K.
Is this like At World's End? Is this like the movie At World's End?
The interesting thing is that, when we're both running and we're both live at the same time running, it'll be interesting to see each other's sort of reactions to each other actually running.
We'll not be at pace. I'll be half a mile down the road having an asthma attack. I'll have to recover from that first before I do the next half a mile.
Literally, but like, have you seen these 2 pillocks here running with fucking phones in them like that?
Yeah. I'll have to get one of those neck things from your phone, so it's out here. So it's all. It's just like
one of the weird videos where you're not moving at all, but everyone else is.
everything else behind you. Yeah.
Oh, there's no excuses, Julie. I just don't want to do it. That's not an excuse. That's just fact. But
Yeah, that's
true.
True, Junie. It's very true.
To be perfectly honest with you, though, I don't think Andrew sort of appreciated the fact when I sort of volunteered him for this when we went off last time when Laney was on. Because that's where it sort of all come about, wasn't it, mate? When we were talking about what we were going to do for next year's fundraiser.
There were words that I said, and then those words were changed and twisted. I said, "We'll do."
He has to have it to do with this.
I said, "Oh yeah, we'll do 5K between us, no problem." Were the words I said between us, as in you do 4K, I do 1K. Not we'll do 5K each.
Yeah, 5K each. I'll support you, mate. I'll get my 5K done, and I'll come back and help you.
Just remember, guys, we've only got about 6 months before he has to wear something really garish that we have to provide. I think we have to find the worst outfits possible.
Oh, whoa! This wasn't part of the deal.
Well, the thing is, the way I'm looking at it is, you lumbered Andrew with something, so I think we need to lumber you with something now.
Yeah, well, hang on, no, because if he's wearing an outfit, then I've got to wear one. So we're not having no outfits.
No. That's fine. We'll wear outfits as long as little Steve comes up and takes part and wears one with us.
I will quite happily drive next to you and film the thing.
Because we can tie this into him dressing up as Mrs. Doubtfire that he's been promising.
I would, but health issues, mate, unfortunately. So I'm quite happy to film you. Not a problem.
This Olympic runners that are diabetic. Fuck health issues. As you sat there eating your fucking American sweets full of sugar.
From Northern Ireland. I'm not sure if Cherry has insulted our choice of attire here as well. She's saying,
Cherry agrees.
No, Cherry said, "Aren't our usual outfits enough?" I think she's.
Can you imagine, Kathy, a French onion seller?
Yeah, that's sort of like a backhanded comment, that, isn't it?
I thought she's insulted us or saying how wonderful we look. I don't know how to take it.
Yeah, it's a backhanded comment, isn't it? Your costumes are enough comedy as it is. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, it'll have to be an extremely long stick to keep out of Andrew's wingspan, though.
That is a good point, actually. How far is KFC? Could we do the 5K to KFC? Let's have a look. City.
This is always do the food and drink.
You can always do the 5K around town, couldn't you? We could always do a pub crawl 5K.
Yes, we could run between each pub. There you go, folks. You heard it here first. We'll be doing a Drinking with Andrew movie chats mashup where we're doing a 5K around pubs.
Any reason, any excuse.
The challenge is to see who's still capable of walking in a straight line after the 5K is completed.
Yeah, we'll have to find somewhere like Chester where there's a pub every other door or something.
Yeah.
You know.
It's defo turning into the Golden Mile. Yeah, I agree with you, Mrs. Love.
No, yeah. I'm sure we'll.
Dinosaur outfits.
Yeah. We'll get the charity aspect of it done before we start having fun. I'm sure we will.
I want nothing to cover the faces, Cherry, because I want to believe that it's them that's done it and not somebody else in a suit.
I vote for 100 meters.
Andrew could have a stunt double. He would do.
100-meter run, pint of cider. 100-meter run, pint of cider. 100-meter run, pint of cider. The challenge is to see if we can survive 5Ks of doing that.
movie themed outfits. Yeah, we could go with the Blues Brothers, couldn't we? There's a tall, fat one there as well, isn't there?
Oh, it's brilliant, that.
I was going to wear a
No, I
Hawaiian
don't
shirt
know.
like I always do. I do me running a Hawaiian shirt to be fine.
Jesus Christ.
That just reminds me of the Only Fools and Horses episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's him dressed as Robin and me as Batman.
Come on, let's go.
No, it'll make you run
Yeah.
faster.
Don't worry, Joe. We don't need to find no bus. The pub's
See, I just love how the juices are flowing with ideas in this chat now. It's gone from a couple of comments every minute to literally just another one of all the stuff that Andrew could wear.
I think the charity aspect could come in how long it takes you to do it.
I would pay for that to see you do that. Running 5K dressed as Scary Spice.
Oh, bloody hell.
Right. So what we do? Right,
Yeah, I hope you had a good birthday, Rich, by the way.
We run to Wetherspoons, 1K done. We have a pint there. We've got 1 mile done, so we've done a mile of it. We have a pint there. People have then got to predict how long it will take us to do a mile coming back after a pint. And the closest one can win some money or something. Obviously, from the donations that have been made, they're not going to contribute money to it themselves.
See, I don't agree with that, Neil. Actually, I don't want anything covering his face in case he gets a stunt double. So I'm thinking more maybe the Green Lantern.
I don't.
He still wears a mask.
Where can I get? Where can I get a stunt double that's 6'4", as a rake and has a fucking beer belly from? I don't know.
It's an ask, but it's a tall ask. But I think you'd find someone.
That definitely is a tall ask, yeah. Fucking tall stunt double here, is there?
And Baby Spice. Shape. I can imagine Andrew dressed as Baby Spice, to be fair. Mrs. Love, this is sort of... So what happened was that obviously at the end of the last fundraiser thing, we said that we didn't really have time to get anything sorted properly for the show. Because the year before, we dressed up as Kevin and Perry and we did silly bits and bobs. So we just ended up doing a quiz. So at the end of the show, we were all talking and said, I want to do something big next year and get everybody involved. And I came up with the 5K idea and roped Andrew into it. So I know Lainey and Lex and a couple of other people said that they're going to do it as well. So it's going to be like a big group. We're doing it all at different times and stuff like that. It's not like we're all getting together or anything, but it'll be a good thing. That's what we could actually do. You know, we could hire out the running track at Ellesmere Port and we could all come together and do it all together.
Well, get the fucking Queensway in Wrexham.
Mm.
You don't have to hire that because there's a hole in the fence. You can just get into it.
But the whole idea is that because, like I said, the year before last, we had a really good weekend. There was lots going on. This weekend, this time round, I don't think it was, especially from our point of view anyway, it wasn't as good as we could have had it. So I just wanted to do something special, and this is what we come up with on the fly. So
we're going to do 5K between us. Between us, what's the quote? Between us.
There will be 5K between us because you'll be having an asthma attack and I would have finished.
It'll be 10K.
But yeah, it'll be a good event. I think it'll be a good laugh, and like I say, we did get support from some of the others when Lainey mentioned it on her channel that they would like to do something similar. So yeah, it should be a good event.
If other people
Andy doesn't look convinced.
Oh, there's got to be alcohol involved, otherwise not doing it.
Right.
No, I don't. So, Steve,
a crowd cheering at the finish line. I want one of those tapes, you know, that they hold across it. Like what do they call it? Like a ribbon thing.
Yeah.
I want that. I want to run through that. So you're all gonna have to be there. somebody's going to have to hold the ribbon.
And your point is, Kathy?
We're not doing it. We're not doing it in October. We've discussed this and we've agreed.
Are you going to do it in like when it's a bit warmer in like September and just pretend it's October?
Well, what's going to happen is Laney is going to move the whole weekend to be earlier in the year.
Yeah, you can't unsee that, Ginny.
We could do it in the summer though, couldn't you? And just schedule that footage to go that weekend.
I've got to be live. You've got to be live streaming, haven't we? You've got to live stream the running.
Mm.
Did it opening event.
Doing all your stretches.
It's not a fucking ceremony for the Olympics.
Doing all your stretches beforehand.
You've got months worth of training montage to film anyway.
Yeah, that's a point. We haven't done any of those yet.
Hello, go
We're going to be doing no training montage until I start training the day before.
Your first training montage will be you pulling your hamstring and therefore you can't run. That's what you're hoping for, isn't it?
That's why I'm terribly sorry. I've injured myself in the warm-up. But I'll be thinking of you all in spirit. I'm pretty sure Junie's lying here when she says she doesn't want to see me in a mankini. We all know that she's had that thought. She's been watching Borat and she's thought, do you know who would look good in a mankini? Andrew.
Do you know what? It'll be interesting. Is while we're off doing what we're doing, what's little Steve doing while we're live running? What would he be doing?
Oh, hopefully getting the pints in for me. In fact, we need somebody running alongside, holding a can of cider for me to occasionally take sips from.
And a big bendy straw.
Well, yeah, I'd have to sip it myself. Then I need another person the other side with like a towel who can just mop the sweat from my brow.
No, do you know what we could do? We could wear those hats with the drinks in the side. And you could put like a bit of a sponge at the front of it to mop up, like a bit of a sweatband and a hat. One of the helmets.
There's somebody watching this who's probably got some for sale.
So there you go, ladies and gents in the reselling world. If you've got two of those helmets with the drink dispensers on the side, let us know and we'll purchase them.
You need to be able to hold a can of Strongbow, fake Strongbow, on the side, cans of Taurus proof, so that I can just
saying that, isn't it illegal to drink in the streets of Wrexham?
No,
is it not like a beer? Is it not like an alcohol ban?
No. There's no. I've been drinking in the streets watching the World Cup. I've been drinking Andrew broadcast before walking down the streets. Drinking cider on the way to the pub. So yeah, no rules against that here.
Oh, there we go then, sorted.
Right,
Steve, we've just agreed that you're going to dress up and join us.
no comment.
You don't need to comment, mate. You're coming. That's end off. Done.
No comment. Right, we're going to need to wrap it up soon, guys. So I need to go and have something to eat.
Because that £18 worth of sweets hasn't done enough for you now.
I'm still hungry. That's not filled me up.
I don't know. You see what I mean? You see what I mean about him not looking after himself?
Do you know what it is? I've got some stuff in this room, Christmas presents for Leo, and he can't come in here. But he's obsessed now because he wants Wallace and Gromit, which got up there. So he keeps trying to get in the door.
I thought you were going to say.
I said, Neil, I am the cameraman. I don't mind filming it for him, making sure those action shots get captured.
I thought you were going to say, I've got some Christmas presents for Leo in here, and I've just eaten them.
No. Many a Christmas presents for him.
If he wants to do the filming, some of it is through pedestrian areas, so he's going to have to run. I'm not running down the road where we can get hit by cars.
So as the Mankini comes to the March meetup, Andrew.
Save it till then.
We'll it will, but only in the hotel room.
Right.
No, fucking hell. I can just picture you walking down the streets underneath the clock, underneath the Chester clock in your mankini.
The police are coming to arrest me when they've ever had bad times with the police in Chester. They hear the accent and that's it. They assume that.
Yeah, as a Welshman in Chester, mate, it's not necessarily a good thing anyway, is it?
Just think they've been invaded.
No. Right, so ladies and gents, yes, we will call it time there. Don't forget, we have got the March meetup on the 25th. We are meeting in Chester, so it'll be good to see you all there, or some of you there. If you can come, that'd be awesome.
You're being a bit presumptuous, isn't it? All of you.
Yeah,
Maybe all of you.
All 14 of you. You know. So come down to Chester. It'll be good to put faces to names and stuff like that. And the last couple of meetups we've been on has been really good fun. You know, we have enjoyed them. Little Steve has got a video coming out on Saturday, I believe, and so keep your eye out for that. And like I say, we are trying to post regularly on the Tuesday and the Saturday. We've also got our Facebook page, Movie Chats and Film Geeks as well. So if you haven't joined the page, then please do. And out there, please do go. Who are you telling to sod off there?
Nem. Fucking Neil.
Oh, right, okay.
Neil got something to say.
So yeah, we'll get that. So we'll sort something out for him. Lee will only come if you. Don't bring that up. I was mortified. You know I was. So yeah, okay. We'll catch you soon. Like I say, next week is our special Christmas show. So we've got Andrew, Cherry, Laney, Chris and Bell, Lana. So we have got a star-studded guest show as well. Lindsay and Alvin, we do need to arrange a time for you to come on as well at some point. So, yeah, because it'll be good to catch up with you two. And on that note, ladies and gents, we will say goodbye there and we'll leave you to it. And, yeah, don't forget, Little Steve's bought a copy of Clueless because
it's awesome.
No, not another one. How many copies of Clueless do you want?
No, it's not that. He's taking the piss off before. It's Mean Girls, isn't it?
Why have you bought? Jesus Christ, you got Mean Girls. Oh my God. I need to go and find new friends.
All right. Love that.